The Galactic Empire had been in control of the universe for millennia. Their fleets, vast and imposing, stretched across every sector of the galaxy, each ship a symbol of their power. They were ruthless conquerors, untouchable and invincible in the eyes of those who had lived under their iron rule. But on this particular day, something unimaginable happened. The Empire's most elite fleet, positioned at the outer edge of their territory, was preparing for a final push against the rebellious forces that had begun to challenge their authority. Hundreds of warships, cruisers, destroyers, and dreadnoughts were aligned in a perfect formation, ready to tear apart any threat that dared to stand in their way. At the helm of one of the most formidable ships, Eclipse, Fleet Commander Arvin surveyed the tactical readouts. His fingers hovered over the controls, preparing to give the order to initiate the final assault. His thoughts were interrupted by a sudden, unsettling report from the ship's sensors. "Commander, we've detected an anomaly in Sector 12-9. A craft small, unregistered, has appeared in our formation. It's moving too fast, no standard propulsion system registered." Arvin frowned. "What kind of ship are we dealing with?" "Unknown, sir. The craft is too advanced, nothing like we've ever seen before. It's shattering our battle formation." "Impossible," Arvin muttered. He ordered the tactical officers to analyze the data immediately, but before he could issue another command, the unknown craft made its move. A sleek, black vessel, no larger than a scout ship, tore through the battle formation with an almost unnatural grace. The ships around it, massive warships that had once seemed untouchable, were knocked out of position as if they were nothing more than toys. The mysterious craft moved with blistering speed, effortlessly weaving between them and sending shockwaves through their systems. Shields flickered, weapon systems went haywire, and entire sections of the fleet were left disoriented. Arvin's heart raced. This was no ordinary ship. It didn't just breach the formation, it was dismantling it with ease. No ship could move. Like this, no technology should be capable of such a maneuver. The unknown craft then made its approach toward Eclipse. It wasn't an attack, not yet, but the message was clear. The ship's sudden appearance had thrown the Empire into complete chaos, and no one knew who was piloting it or what their intentions were. Arvin, never one to back down from a challenge, gripped the edge of his console. "Raise shields. Prepare for defensive maneuvers. Track that ship." But the unknown craft didn't stop. In one fluid motion, it locked onto Eclipse's hull, sending a surge of energy that cascaded across the ship's systems. The lights flickered, and a warning klaxon blared. The craft had fired some sort of disabling pulse. "Sir, all communications are down," the communications officer said urgently. "We can't reach any other ships in the fleet. Why haven't we fired?" Arvin snapped, his frustration mounting. "We can't. Our weapons are offline, whatever that ship did. It's overriding our systems." At that moment, a calm voice broke through the chaos. "You're not in control here, Commander." Arvin's eyes widened. The voice didn't come from his own crew. It came from a source he couldn't identify, not from the ship's comms, but seemingly from everywhere. It was a voice that resonated with authority, a tone so calm yet commanding that it sent a chill down his spine. The lights of the command deck flickered once more before a figure appeared on the screen. A woman human, but with an aura that transcended her species. Her features were sharp, her eyes glowing with an intensity that seemed to pierce the very soul. "This is Elizabeth. I'm here to ensure that your reign is over." A collective gasp filled the deck. The woman's name echoed through the ship's internal systems as if it were a threat, a warning to all who heard it. Elizabeth. A name none of the Empire's officers recognized, but one that carried a weight of power. Arvin struggled to maintain control. "Who are you? What is this madness?" You will do nothing, Fleet Commander," Elizabeth interrupted, her voice as cold as space itself. "Your fleet is under my command now." Before Arvin could respond, the unknown craft shifted again, and with a flick of Elizabeth's wrist, the entire fleet froze. Ships that had been on a collision course now hovered silently, suspended in mid-motion. The only thing that moved was Elizabeth's craft, now at the center of the fleet, calmly observing the stunned Empire forces. "What have you done?" Arvin breathed. his mind racing to understand the unimaginable turn of events. "I've shown you what true power looks like," Elizabeth replied. "Humanity's strength is not in numbers or weapons. It is in our ability to outthink and outmaneuver. You've forgotten that." Elizabeth's ship, small, unassuming compared to the Empire's warships, was now surrounded by the silent, helpless fleet. Arvon's eyes darted across the battle screen, every ship rendered useless in the wake of this unexpected force. "This will be your last battle." "Arvon," she said, her voice a low warning, "the galaxy no longer belongs to the Empire. It belongs to those who are willing to fight for it. You will either learn to adapt, or you will be left in the dust of history." With that, the mysterious craft powered down its weapons and began to retreat, leaving the disoriented fleet in its wake. The Empire's once unstoppable force was now paralyzed, a monument to their hubris. Elizabeth's voice, now distant, echoed one final time, "This is only the beginning." And with that she was gone.